What up, y'all? It's Model here, coming at you with another video blog. This was gonna be about the case of Trayvon Martin. This thing's all over America. I feel like I want to speak about it. All right, this is basically my opinion on the situation. Number one, of course, the crime is Trayvon was murdered, and that's probably the biggest issue. But I guess the second biggest issue, the second biggest issue is that they calling it a hate crime. That Zimmerman was being racist, white black, white versus black, black versus white, all over again. The truth is Zimmerman was half white, half Hispanic. Now I'm gonna say that's a hate crime. I don't think so, because I don't think that Zimmerman went out there like a hate crime to me is like when a white guy goes like, "Oh, look at that nigger over there. I don't like that nigger," and he just kills him and he bashes his head in and he destroys him. Number one, he let off a shot, you know. So it goes to show that he wasn't a hate crime. He didn't let off a whole clip in him. To me, um, a hate crime is kind of like with the Amadou Diallo case, or I guess the Sean Bell case, where like cops reloaded and everything, and they just shot the hell out of this guy. Maybe that could be categorized more as a hate crime, but in this case, I don't categorize it as that because I don't think he intentionally killed him because he was black. I think he, I think he killed him by accident because Zim was being a retard. You see, media society has stereotypes. Like for instance, I went to a bar a couple days ago. I was wearing a red hat with a red sweater. This white guy came up to me, Italian. He goes, "Are you blood?" I was with one of his close friends. I'm like, "Nah, I'm not a blood." He's like, "It's so good, you know. You don't gotta tell me you are. I know how the rules are. You can't really tell me if you're blood or not." I'm like, "But I'm not blood." And he's like, "Look, man, it's all good. Just my friend's hanging out with you. I don't want that to happen to him." I'm like, "Bro, I'm not a blood. Nothing's gonna happen to him." He's like, "And you guarantee that?" Yeah, whatever. He walks away, still believing I'm a blood. That goes to show that media society has people brainwashed where automatically a guy wearing red is a blood, a guy wearing blue is a crip, and a black kid walking around at nighttime with a hoodie on is automatically a criminal. You know what I mean? So number one, the problem was Zimmerman was a neighborhood watch guy, looks fat, looks like he probably barely has any friends. Just my opinion on looking on the guy, has no life, and driving around one day. Now he's some neighborhood watch guy, and he has a freaking gun. Now all of a sudden, now this guy thinks he's Captain America. So on the 911 call, the lady on the phone is saying don't approach him, don't da da da. Smart thing would be not to approach him. There's witnesses accounts that have one or the other that Trayvon and him were fighting, fist fighting. They were arguing. Trayvon was on top of him. There's one account saying that the other guy was on top of him. The Zimmerman was on top of Trayvon. Another account saying that um, Zimmerman had Trayvon on the ground holding him and then shot him. It's just a whole bunch of accounts. One big account to me is that Trayvon's girlfriend was on the phone with him during the time. She said that they were talking and that Trayvon, she heard them talking at first. She heard Zimmerman go, "What are you doing here?" And then Trayvon was like, "Nothing. Why are you even stopping me for?" And then they got into like I guess a little altercation. And she heard some like ruffling around. I guess they were fighting. Then the phone hanged up. So most likely what happened was this guy came out the car acting like I said Captain America. Probably try to grab him up or arrest him or be like, "You're sitting here till the cops come," whatever, whatever. And a scuffle happened, and by accident he let off a shot. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna categorize it as a hate crime. Now, should the guy have been drug tested? Should the guy have been arrested? Should the police should have investigated a lot more? Yes, of course they should have. That's where they messed up at, and this is where the judicial system, or I guess the penal system, whatever you want to call it, um, is that it's flawed because they didn't investigate something that's common sense to investigate. You know what I'm saying? They just like, all right, this guy neighborhood watch guy. He looks clean. He looks cool. See you later. Stupidity. You know what I mean? Where if someone like me, and let's say I was wearing that red hat and that red sweater, I'm they give me an electric chair. Automatically, it's a gang violence. You know what I'm saying? So in reality, I don't want to say it's a hate crime. I just think it's more of our system, how flawed it is. It's more a wake up call for how we stereotype people, how we look at other people, like especially blacks. I mean, Hispanics are looked upon like that too, because we grow up in urban neighborhoods and bad neighborhoods, and we are involved in crimes as much as whatever race. But I guess say the poster child for criminals are blacks, and I guess you could say it's kind of fucked up because a kid was killed over it, over just everybody saying blacks do everything, and this kid's wearing a hoodie going, and the cops are gonna bring up he got caught with marijuana, he got caught supposedly, stuff that he stole. I mean, maybe he did, maybe he not, but I mean, there's nothing in his past that has to do with violence. Then you could say that this kid just attacked Zimmerman for no damn reason. Like, what would be his reasoning? Hey, what's up? I'm stopping you for what? Punch. I mean, come on. You know what I mean? I think the guy tried to grab him up or something. Like, yo, wait here till the cops come or something happened. They got into a scuffle and the guy shot him. Stupidity on the guy's part. Should he fry for it? No. Should he get some kind of jail time? Yeah. I don't know how long. I don't know what the book says. You know, for accidental murder. But this guy got to be put away for something. I mean, just so he can learn his lesson where I shouldn't judge people by the color of their skin. I shouldn't judge people on what they're wearing or what time of night they're walking around. I should stop trying to be Captain America. Leave that to the cops. You know? So that's just my opinion on it. I think that the cops should investigate it more, and that's it. I think we should stop trying to crucify this guy Zimmerman as Hitler over here, and instead start crucifying the police station and on how they investigated it. That's who should be crucified, you know. And look look at yourselves on how you judge people, and don't be so quick to judge and try and burn somebody at the stake. All right, that's my opinion on it. And any opinions, any comments, let me know. Peace.